This is No More Covers podcast, season 2, hosted by yours truly, Latrice Marie. And this segment is Pillow Talk. So it's funny how I'm laying here. It's now 5:49 in the morning, and I'm doing my very best to cling on to much needed sleep. And as I lay here, I'm wondering why it is that I'm wide awake. But I feel like the Lord is giving me a powerful download on accountability. And so I know for a fact it's not about the outside, but what He's doing within me. I, Latrice Marie, have to learn to be more accountable. There are times in life where we make promises to others that will indeed be a blessing. It's not that service, that thing that we promise is needed. But for some people, it's a blessing. It's a freedom. And when you begin to speak and make promises, it doesn't mean that you're a bad person when it doesn't come through. What happens is we need to learn to be more accountable for the things that we say and the promises that we make to others. So just recently I had a situation that has taught me a valuable lesson. It's not that I come to you as a victim or placing blame elsewhere. I know I have to start with me. And this takes place and takes form on so many different levels. For instance, if I promise, let's say we have a single mother, and I know that babysitting is not needed, but it would bring about a joy. It would bring about a celebration of freedom and a new opportunity. So if I go to that person and I say, hey, what are you up to? How about on this day I come and I babysit for you? And I give them a time and date. And on that day, they begin to call me and ask, hey, are you still coming by? Can I expect you? And I tell them, yeah, of course I'm coming. I'm looking forward to it as much as you. Because not only does it benefit you, it blesses me too. So I'll meet you at this time. And so maybe this person has told other people, hey, they've made plans with other people. I have somebody coming over and they're going to babysit and we can go do A, B, and C. I'm excited and I look forward to it. Now, Latrice has made this promise and this person is looking forward to it. They're looking out the window. They're checking their phone. They've gotten dressed. The kids are ready. And that day comes and goes. And they pick up the phone and they ask me again, Latrice, where you at? What happened? And I give them, I'm not going to say an excuse. I'm going to inform them on what took place or why I couldn't make it and apologize. And then I do my best. I do my diligence to make sure that I set another time and date where I'm still going to provide that service. And this person gets dressed up. They get the kids ready. They're waiting for Latrice and boom. It happens again. They're walking back and forth. They're looking forward to it. It doesn't mean that they need it, but this is something that I said that I brought upon myself that I'm going to do for them, to show love, to show favor, to show honor, to make them know that I understand the struggle and I have an opportunity to bless them. It doesn't mean that they need it, but once again, I have informed them that this is something I'm taking upon myself to do. I should be understanding if they get bitter because I didn't do what I said that I was going to do. And let's just say that this happens over a matter or a period of time. They begin to experience burnout. My word is no longer good. It doesn't mean that I'm not a good person. It doesn't mean that I don't have good intentions. What it means is that I didn't communicate effectively. And when we don't communicate effectively, things die. Things are lost in translation, because I didn't take the time to explain to them beforehand that, hey, I know you may be going back and forth. You're looking to the windows. The kids are asking questions. The people you were supposed to meet up with, that you've informed that now you have this new freedom that's being offered to you. That is not going to happen. It doesn't mean the person doesn't love you anymore. I mean, it doesn't mean that they don't love Latrice, but what it begins to mean is that they begin to understand that I'm not going to stand on my word. I don't have a right to turn around and say, well, I don't know what you're mad about, because it's not like you were paying me. The money was never the issue. You never know, Latrice, what the blessing could have been had I, Latrice, taken it upon myself to hold myself accountable to do what I said I was going to do. That can only happen so many times before people don't want to hear what you have to say. Because at that point, I've created an expectation and I didn't fulfill my part. That doesn't mean that I have a heavy or a hard heart. That doesn't mean that I was trying to take advantage. That doesn't mean that I was trying to set somebody up. What it means is that I need to look inwardly and hold myself accountable. I can't I was going to say ashamed. It's not the word. I can't be surprised when things fall apart. I shouldn't put the blame on others because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And it is during those times when you've made a promise to someone, if they say something that seems off track, out of whack, it doesn't line up what you say, then we begin to ask questions. If I tell you that I'm going to babysit for you, and then all of a sudden you're talking about me coming to shine your shoes or wash the walls down, I have to pause and ask, okay, where did that come from? That doesn't make sense with the service that I was offering you. Let's do our best to hold ourselves accountable. Let's do our best to begin to communicate effectively, meaning when someone says something it doesn't line up with what we're talking about, let's ask questions to make sure we both have a firm understanding. Because when we don't, it doesn't help us to get better. It helps others to get bitter.